If you've got one of those giant rhubarb plants in the backyard and every year you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do with all this rhubarb? Ellen's got the answer.
I do. This recipe comes from Getty Stewart, so she's a local home economist and she loves rhubarb and she's everything you need to know about rhubarb.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with kind of making a rhubarb compote.
Yes.
So on the stove we have our 3 cups of rhubarb. You're gonna add in some sugar and some cinnamon.
We're doing this right now?
Yes, please. And then that just nicely gets cooked down. We get a little sweetness that comes from it. It's perfect. Give it a
little
stir, and there's enough moisture in there that then.
Well, that was my next question. Is it moist enough? But yes, I guess
it will
so.
start once it starts to cook, and the
down.
sugar's not going to burn. Yeah, it's going to be perfect.
All right.
So we'll turn the temperature up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so now for your batter, we have our whole wheat flour again and some cinnamon.
Oh, wheat flour. We grow so much of it here. We have just the ultimate climate for just crop production, I think, just generally. A lot of the, of course, the things that we feature here on Great Taste. We love our farmers.
We do
love
our farmers.
It's the soil, it's the climate, it's
Yes.
it's the spot.
It is the spot. Manitoba is a great place to grow, and agriculture is an important driver, economic driver. And our farmers do such a great job taking care of the land. So we have our flour, whole wheat and all-purpose, and then cinnamon, baking powder, salt, you know, the usual stuff.
Sure.
Of course, the full recipe and all the ingredients are online. If you don't want to use whole wheat, you can use 100% all-purpose again.
Okay.
And then our liquids, again, we have our sugar, eggs, vanilla. So we all love to eat Greek yogurt,
The show just must stop there. Vanilla.
Vanilla and yogurt. We love our yogurt, but you can't use a Greek yogurt in this.
Oh.
It's just too thick.
Too thick.
Too thick.
All right.
Okay, so then we have 1/3 of a cup of canola oil that we're going to add in and combine it all together.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's like it really starts
Yeah,
to
it starts to
loosen up
kind of
pretty quick.
sweat and loosen, and all that goodness gets moving around. So this just gets combined, and you can do this with a hand mixer or, again, like in a stand-up mixer. So that, always add in, here we go,
The wet to the dry.
Yep. And then that will be combined nicely together, and you will end up with
Ta-da! With
this.
that.
So with the coffee cake, we are saving 1/3 of the batter for kind of dropping on the top. And then we're going to make the strudel. And the strudel is like just that, you know, sweetness, cinnamony, kind of a
your favorite
crunch.
part,
Oh,
Ellen?
it's so good. And we're using oats again.
There we go.
Gotta love our oats.
Okay.
So we have brown sugar, cinnamon, lots of cinnamon, a little bit of flour to hold it all together, and of course our canola oil that then will keep it all together again.
I had a quick question about the rhubarb. So if for whatever reason you didn't have rhubarb, like I know a lot of people like to process it and then, you know, put it in the freezer and then they can make whatever over the winter months. If you don't have rhubarb, like, would you recommend pretty much anything you want?
You need a friend who has rhubarb. Like, if you don't have someone who can give you some rhubarb,
we'll give out Ellen's phone number here at the end of the show. Or wait, maybe your friend's phone number, the one who likes the rhubarb so much, the home
my
economist.
mother-in-law has a patch that we always have rhubarb.
So that's not an issue for
No,
you
never
folks.
a problem, never a problem.
Cool.
So you're gonna take the batter, fill your pan, and then your compote goes over top.
There it is.
I know, like look how beautifully it comes together. So it still holds its shape, but then you have this really nice sweetness that takes place.
And that's where the ribbon effect, because it's ribbon coffee cake, so that's where that comes in. Is
So
you've
you're
got these
gonna
different
add
layers
in
of
that slurry.
Can I do that now?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So this gets gently placed down. I'm just gonna spread it around. So the batter is a really thick batter. That's what you're gonna notice first. So you're gonna think this is not gonna work, Ellen, and have faith, it will work.
I've never actually said that. I have total faith in you. Maybe I should I? Of course I should. Total faith.
Okay, and then this is the blopping. It's a technical term, Jazz. It's a technical term.
You heard it here first. Great Taste of Manitoba,
but
blopping.
It all comes together. You're just gonna blop this in. It will all form.
Okay.
Which is incredible. Don't forget about the topping.
No.
And that just gets sprinkled on.
Okay.
And there you go.
And then what it looks like is
Ta-da.
is that?
350 in the oven, 40 to 50 minutes. Just watch out, it depends on your temperature. You're gonna love it.
I'm feeling like some vanilla ice cream or something like that.
The leftover yogurt that you have, a little more of the rhubarb compote, add in some strawberries.
Breakfast,
Delicious.
middle of the night, whatever works. Okay, rhubarb ribbon coffee cake. When we come back, cinnamon swirl rolls. We'll try that here on Great Tastes of Manitoba. Don't go away.
You're watching Great Tastes of Manitoba, brought to you in part by GreatTastesMB.ca. Local farms, local foods.